Nobody knows you when you're a nobody. When you're alone and struggling, nobody seems to notice. But nah, it really be like that. When you're kind of just to yourself, maybe people ask, "Are you okay?" But they're not really ready to take that next step. They'll just say, "Oh, if you need someone to talk to, I'm here." Whatever bullshit they're gonna say. But regardless of that, I ain't even gonna talk about that. It's like you're a nobody, but you're not really a nobody. You're just going through some things on your own in your own mental state of mind. But sometimes the things that go on in your mind are not true. Sometimes the things that happened in your past, trauma that lingers on to this day, sometimes you gotta let go of that to become somebody. Sometimes things are put in your life for a reason. Not everybody believes in that because of all the things that have happened to them, the hardening of their hearts. But things happen in your life for a reason for you to do good. We all have purpose. We are all people that are somebody where no one is a nobody. And I don't like when people, pick on people or judge people or make fun of people because maybe they're different, maybe they're sad, they're depressed, whatever it is, but they're also a person and they have meaning to this life. Like it's so many people that are teenagers that kill themselves, that people that harm themselves, people that find ways to cope with their pain or cope with just the stress and anxiety of being a teenager that like parents or other people don't really understand. But it's a lot more to take in and you won't even notice it. That thought bubble that goes inside your head, sometimes that shit's not even real. It's just in your head and you're constantly thinking about it, but it's not the truth. Sometimes you think about something so hard that it ends up blinding you to see what's actually going on in your life. Sometimes it blinds you to make you feel that you are a nobody, but you're not a nobody. You're somebody. You're somebody that deserves to live, that deserves to enjoy the peace and happiness and love of life. But, people around you are going to make that worse. People might pick on you. Sometimes you're alone. You're by yourself struggling. But it's okay. Because when you're alone, now you get to see who really deserves to be a part of your life. Who really deserves your love and patience. Who deserves to be around you. But it's not always about you. It's about the things that you can do for other people. When you're a nobody, it's time to learn how to become somebody. Before all this, you got to learn to become somebody. Because at the end of the day, our emotions, our past trauma, or whatever depressants that goes on in our life, you can't let it control you. Once you let it control you, the enemy has won. And you don't want the enemy to win, do you? It's like you're playing Fortnite. You don't want to get killed by the enemy. You're playing Call of Duty. You don't want to be killed by the enemy. So why would you let the enemy in your head win? Figure out ways to overcome it. Learn to master your mind and learn to become somebody. I know I repeated that 3 times, but learn to become somebody because sometimes you feel like you're nobody when you are somebody. That person you were as a child is the true authentic self you are. When you're a child, you're not overwhelmed by the overbearing emotions of middle school, of high school, of life. Becoming an adult, the stress that goes on makes you change who you are, makes you think differently, you act differently. You're anxious, you're depressed. You may have trauma that goes on in your life that really affects you. But when you were a child, you didn't care about that stuff. You were caring about just the happiness and joy of creating and loving or whatever it was you did when you were a child. I know you were a lot different when you were a child. But if you were a child, you had a child's mindset, but an adult's maturity, you would be unstoppable. Because you would know that you can do anything that you want to do, but your mind limits you. Those feelings you have, they're always temporary. You'll cry all you want. The next day you'll wake up and you'll laugh at something so stupid and you'll wonder, why was I even crying? But then that crying becomes a habit. Maybe that overthinking becomes a habit. Maybe those trust issues become a habit. Whatever it is that bothers you, that you think about, whatever it is that keeps you up at night, whatever it is that stops you from hanging out with that friend, whatever it is that stops you from going for your dreams, from completing that goal, completing that challenge, doing what you want to do, whatever it is, you got to let go of it and you got to accomplish it and overcome it. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Those thoughts don't even matter. They don't even matter because they're not getting you anywhere in life. Say you want to be a doctor. You want to be an engineer. You want to have this dream. You want to be a millionaire. Go do it. I see people that had nothing, they became something because they actually applied themselves to go ahead and do something. But you're not applying yourself because you're so stuck in the past. You're so stuck in the future that you don't even know that you're in the present. With that being said, I hope that whoever is listening this far into this message can become somebody because you're not a nobody. No matter how much you feel that you're just no you have maybe you have no friends, maybe nobody likes you, maybe you're just by yourself, whatever it is, like you're somebody, man. Like it there's no reason for you to think that you're a nobody. Maybe your parents don't even love you. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay because God loves you. No matter how much things that you mess no matter how many times you mess up, no matter what you do, God will love you. God will be the one that lifts you up when you're falling. God will be the one that keeps you going in the midst of trouble. God will be the one that motivates you to get up in the morning, even though sometimes it seems so hard to build a relationship with Him. Or even for people that don't believe, sometimes it feels so hard to believe because you feel like you have to do all this to be in religion. But sometimes it's less than that. God is the living embodiment of good. God is the one who keeps you going. It's like the hope for better days. It's like you just know that this happened in your life, so it's just gonna become better. It's like you're watching a show and you're like, oh, this character died, but then this is gonna lead to something greater. That's the things that God sets in your life for you to do better. Sometimes you have to go through that alone state. Sometimes you have to go through the wilderness to be on your own to figure out who you are. Nobody figures it out at 16, 15, 14, 17, 18. Not even in their 30s, not even in their 40s. Sometimes people figure themselves out when they are 79 years old. But it's not about the fact about when you figured it out. It's the fact that you figured it out. You figured out who you want to be. And that's a beautiful thing because life is beautiful. Once you escape your mind and you escape the realities that other people push upon you, escape this world, you'll understand how beautiful consciousness and living in this life is. And you'll stop taking everything for granted. And with that being said, I hope that this message has served you well. God bless you. And I hope that you finally become somebody.